This week on TNA Xplosion, Gia Miller goes around the ring with TNA Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich before her defense against Tasha Steelz tonight live at Final Resolution. Also, the Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it, and in our main event, it's tag team action as the Good Hands will face Alan Angels and Jake Crist. But first, it's From the Vault. Xplosion starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a 3-way X Division Championship match. The first man to score a pinfall or submission will be the winner. Introducing challenger number 1 from Hell, Michigan, Crist.
Well, Mike, you called him the future. When you look at that young age, his future is bright. The thing about it is he was a kid that was so easy to love, a kid that was so easy to follow. But the disrespect that he's shown, I'm wondering if it was just going to be a little too much, fighting off more than he can do tonight with this man coming into the ring.
Challenger number 2 is from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's a former 2-time X Division champion, Jerry Lynn.
What a response here for Jerry Lynn. You heard him, 43 years of age, hasn't appeared in the TNA ring in a year and a half, had a rotator cuff problem, had the tendon torn, had to have it reattached. Great to have him back in the ring.
And finally, from the City of Angels, he is the defending X Division champion, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Well, the thing these two in the ring better not be worried about is too much teaching each other a lesson, because that man walking into the ring right now is the X Division champion. He is the present. He is what TNA is all about. And let me tell you something, one of the best we've ever seen in the history of TNA. And he'll sit back and let these guys kind of try to get their revenge on each other and take advantage of it when it comes his way.
No denying, 3 incredible wrestling talents on display with the X Division title at stake and on the line. The thing that has surprised me, and certainly not the heat between Jerry Lynn, the pioneer, and this punk kid, cocky Chris Sabin. But how about the differences between Jerry Lynn and the reigning champ, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels? That did surprise me.
Well, I think it was one of those things where in Christopher Daniels' mind, it wasn't his war to fight. In his mind, he was the champion. He realized what Jerry Lynn was trying to do with Chris Sabin, but he was doing it on Christopher Daniels' time. And I think he felt like, look, I'm the champion. Let me just get my belt, let me leave. And then, of course, Jerry Lynn felt disrespected, and then it went downhill from there with all 3 of these guys to lead to this, which is now it's got to be settled in the ring by all 3 of them. You can see right there, everybody just kind of sizing each other up. You can see Christopher Daniels and Jerry Lynn lock up, and wow.
Check
Look
that
at
out.
the text messaging going on. Overwhelming Joe.
61% Samoa Joe, 39% the vote for the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. DW, tell everybody how they can get involved with that first ever TNA Mobile. The text vote, we're going to take your votes right up to the opening bell of Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle.
Very, very simple, folks. All you got to do is text the word Joe to 25,000 if you think he's going to win the Iron Man match. If you think Kurt Angle's going to win the 30-minute Iron Man match, you text Kurt to 25,000. Remember, the number you're texting to is 25,000. Wow, nice drop kick right there by Jerry Lynn, showing that at 43 he can still get it done. And man, he doesn't look 43. You can see that just by the shape that he's in.
How about Sabin's strategy? Heads out to the arena floor, waits for Lynn and Daniels to square off. When he sees that there's a chance for him to come in and take advantage of a situation, that's when Sabin gets involved. And I'm getting dizzy watching him run the ropes, I'll tell you that.
Well, you couldn't do that. I mean, all using that 6-sided ring to perfection right there. Nobody matched up at it, but when it's all said and done, Christopher Daniels seems to have the advantage. Oh, nice kick right there to the gut. Look at that. Man alive, takes them both out in one shot.
Well, you're not kidding. 2 for the price of 1. The champ stands tall, while Sabin and Lynn, the 2 challengers, are down. Remember, it's first pin or first submission to win this matchup and walk out a final resolution as the X Division title. There's the backbreaker across the knee. Daniels to Sabin, then comes at him with the clothesline and takes him down to the floor. Oh, Sabin just crashed right into the steel.
Right into the rail right there. And I mean, that was just that momentum. What a smooth backbreaker that was by the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. And that's what makes him such a great champion. It's not that he can do everything well. It's just he's so fluid when he does it. I mean, you watch him perform moves and you realize how much farther along he is than so many people.
Check this out. Figure 4 head scissors applied by Daniels while he was also using the ring ropes there to choke Jerry Lynn. But you leave yourself open at that time, and boy, did Sabin come just charging right into the champ.
I mean, each competitor is so good and so fierce that you have to concentrate on them, but you can't forget that there's another person in the vicinity. You can't take your eyes off of anybody that time for a split second. Daniels forgot about Chris Sabin, and he made him pay.
Daniels has been taken out of the match. He's on the floor. Meanwhile, in the ring, it's Sabin and Lynn, the 2 challengers squaring off, and certainly 24-year-old Chris Sabin getting the better of 43-year-old Jerry Lynn.
Well, being a little too nonchalant right now. You don't disrespect a guy that's held the belts, the X Division belts, the tag title belts that Jerry Lynn has held. And it looks like Chris Sabin feels like he's just got him on the ropes and he's just taunting him right now. And I just don't think that's a good move.
The champion Daniels, he really can't stay out of the battle too long. You can't anticipate that a pin or submission is not going to happen while the 2 challengers are in the ring, because if that's the case, Daniels would lose the title. You saw that he tried to come back in. Sabin knocked him out to the floor and immediately went for the cover on Lynn, but no, just a 2 count.
And then about Jerry Lynn, even though you and I know how good he was. We think about those first couple years and those great feuds that he had with the phenomenal AJ Styles, but it's been a long time since he's been in that ring. And you don't know what kind of a toll it's taking on him early on. He looks in great shape. You know that he's got to be. Oh, well, there you go. I was starting to doubt him for a minute, and then Jerry Lynn just shows you what makes him such a great champion. Almost got the pin.
Boy, that's the way to turn it around, and you saw Daniels coming back into play here. Boy, it was lucky for the champion, Christopher Daniels, that Lynn did not get the 3 count on Sabin and walk out with the X Division title. Another pin attempt now. Daniels on Lynn, but Jerry Lynn gets the shoulder up.
That's a hard thing to be for Christopher Daniels. You can actually lose your title in a match like this and not be the one pin. Oh, man, he's just so good. He gets these submission holds and he locks them in. And man alive, now you got to look and see if Jerry Lynn can hold on. It's been a while since he's been caught in that.
Of course, Sabin wants to break it up so that he stays alive in the match, and he does break up the clutch, coming off that top rope with the big boot right into the chest of the champ Daniels, and turns his attention now to Jerry Lynn and just going to take him out of play. Toss him out to the floor, and now he can beat the champ.
Going for a quick pin right there. I didn't think he was going to get it. As you could see, Christopher Daniels not ready to go down that quickly, but nice kick right there to the head as Chris Sabin now concentrating on the champion, and as right now Jerry Lynn outside of the ring.
You're right, Daniels, I don't think sufficiently weakened at that point. Sabin going to try and continue the beat down off the snap mare, drills him right between the shoulder blades with the kick, and just as Jerry Lynn tries to get back into the match, he's sent out to the floor. Sabin tries to take advantage with a pin, but no, just a 2 on Daniels.
I mean, don't confuse this kid's cockiness with not knowing what's going on in the ring. I mean, he's held the X Division belt, I believe, 3 times. I mean, Chris Sabin is incredibly talented, and, you know, he's looking to start a dominance in the X Division, and, you know, we want to disrespect him because of how he disrespects everybody else. Can't do it. Not as far as his ability goes.
Kind of some interesting parallels that you can draw, I think, between the man that we saw in the first match, AJ Styles, and Chris Sabin.
Oh, absolutely. It's almost mirrored images, kind of. I mean, 2 guys that we've grown to love and follows. Another pin attempt right there. Daniel's able to kick out of that, but man, they've got their own agendas right now, and they don't care who they tick off as they go after what they're searching for.
Yeah, they're both impossible to deal with, too, as Daniels tries to fight back from his knees off the series of right hands. He comes right in, but Sabin so well prepared. Caught him first with the mule kick, then that drop kick from the side and into the side of the head and body of Daniels.
Man, right now, Chris Sabin you can feel the momentum building here as he's just toying with Christopher Daniels, and he hasn't had Jerry Lynn to deal with at the same time. And oh, that hesitation drop kick. It's just like like he suspends in midair and then crashes him right in the face.
Gonna roll him over, gonna go for the cover off that drop kick. 2 count, and there you see the save by Jerry Lynn. Imperative for him to get in and break it up, at least in his mind, to keep this match alive and to allow him to stay as one of the challengers. First pin, first submission, wins it, and leaves Final Resolution as the champ.
Boy, there was no time to spare as he got in just in time, because I don't believe Daniels was going to recover from that drop kick, because it looked like a vicious shot to the chin that Sabin did. And now Jerry Lynn going up high. Oh, double drop kick as he hits them both, Mike.
You're right, dual drop kick. One leg for Sabin, one leg for Daniels. And Jerry Lynn came flying off the top rope. Didn't look 43 there, did he?
Man, I mean, this is maybe one of those advantages while Daniels and Sabin will wrestle each other. He was able to catch a little bit of a breath outside of the ring. And I'm telling you, when you got a match like this, if you can last long enough, that's a great advantage. And Jerry Lynn taking control of it one after another right now.
First, it's the right hands. Then it's the clotheslines for both Sabin and the Fallen Angel. Quick reversal. Daniels shoots Lynn off into the corner. Able to get the boot up, trying to position himself off the middle rope. Wow! He just leaped right over Daniels and hit the Hurricane Run on Sabin.
Wow, look at this. I mean, Jerry Lynn just spins one right there on the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, as the crowd gets behind him. I mean, man alive, this is 2002 all over again?
You're right, December of 2002, the last time that Jerry Lynn held the X Division gold. Going to try and make history. He was going to set up there for his patented cradle pile driver. He telegraphed the move and he paid. Daniels caught him, missed with the STO. Ooh, that big forearm shot was right on target.
Oh, wow, turned him inside out with that clothesline, though, by Jerry Lynn, as he just caught Chris Sabin. But all three of these guys are spent right now. And you can see them all laying there as referee Slick Johnson making the count.
Champions, both challengers, all down on their backs. First to get to, well, his feet. Going to have a huge edge here, and Jerry Lynn is up to that vertical base. He's up first. Look at him survey the situation. When he decide to go there, he decides to go with Sabin instead of Daniels. Going to take him into the corner and rifle off a big forearm shot. Now going to put him up on the top, and Jerry Lynn heads up. Could be Bulldog off the top, but here comes Daniels.
Oh, look how quick Daniels comes in, and what a shot there by Christopher Daniels. And it looks like Daniels took a shot to the back of his head. All three of them now got hit on that shot. Wow. I wonder if we can see that again.
Boy, you're not kidding. All three pay the price right there. All three down and out. Remember, X Division title hangs in the balance. And I understand we are going to take another look.
Look at this. Wow, all three of them got caught at some point. You saw the mouth of Sabin hit, the back of the head of Daniels, and the front of the face of Jerry Lynn. All three of them took a shot, Mike.
Daniels first to his feet. Best moonsault ever.
Wow.
BME. Here it is.
One, two.
Oh, Jerry Lynn the save.
How smooth was that moonsault?
Fluid.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, you can't help but admire the grace. Oh, a pin almost right there as he just gets the shoulder up. Sabin just in time.
You're not kidding. That BME, best moonsault ever, it's a thing of beauty. But now it's Daniels and Sabin down and Jerry Lynn in control. Could be cradle pile driver time again. No, up. Going to try instead for what looks to be a power bomb, but you see that Sabin is raking the eyes of Lynn and not enabling him to connect with the power bomb.
Chris Sabin, one of those kids that just, he's wise beyond his years at times and nice. Oh, he went to rake the foot across the face. Jerry Lynn able to defend it. And look at the strength of Jerry Lynn. 1, 2. Oh, man, broken up just in time by the Fallen Angel.
Perfectly nailed the sit-out power bomb, but the champ did what he had to do to stay alive and survive. Breaks up the 3 count.
Oh, you can see the determination now on the face of the champion as he goes right after Jerry Lynn. I mean, there's no looking back and wondering if Jerry Lynn could handle himself. All three of them have proven they belong in this ring.
The champ Daniels, one of the challengers Lynn with the mid-ring exchange. Swing and a miss by Lynn. You see how he blocked that move?
Nice counter.
And then takes him up. Look out!
Wow, he hits it. Here we go. 1, 2,
and
oh,
man.
Just in time. Man, Jerry Lynn was almost X Division champion another time.
All 3 competitors on the verge of victory, only to see it broken up and to see that X Division championship belt just float right away as we stay with this matchup now. Lynn, Sabin, Daniels vying for the X Division title. Great boot that time by Daniels. He caught Lynn right in the gut. Went for the Angels wings, but it's blocked.
Oh, wait a minute, could be the cradle pile driver. He's going for it. He hits it.
Got
he
it.
hits the cradle pile driver.
Here it comes. Count.
Wait a minute.
myself. Chris Sabin just stole the goal. It's exactly what he did. Jerry Lynn had Christopher Daniels beat, had him down and out. He hit the cradle pile driver. See the way Sabin just came in and rolled him up to get the 3 count.
Well, you got to give him credit. He knew that all Jerry's energy was going to be focused on Christopher Daniels, and it was like he didn't understand what was going on, but Sabin rolled him up, grabbed him, I think, by the short.
And now, here on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West. You've got to be kidding me. Top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5 tonight, it's Final Resolution live on TNA Plus beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern in Atlanta, Georgia. Sold out at center stage. And as part of Final Resolution, the Hardys will defend their TNA World Tag Team titles. Now, the first time they went to give the system their contractual rematch for the tag titles, that matchup went up in smoke. It was absolute chaos. Now the system will face the Hardys for the titles in a tables match. At number 4, we invite you to check out the Whatnot app immediately following Final Resolution for another TNA Wrestling live auction with all the proceeds going to benefit TNA star Chris Bay in his recovery. You can bid on autographed memorabilia, show-worn apparel, and some hidden gems. Join Gia Miller on TNA's Whatnot auction tonight, immediately following Final Resolution. At number 3, tonight at Final Resolution, there is a huge 4-way matchup. Hendry, Alexander, Santana, and Macklin. The winner becomes the #1 contender to the TNA World Championship at TNA Genesis, who will kick off 2025 with the opportunity of a lifetime. At number 2, 2025 is going to be a huge year for TNA Wrestling, with events already confirmed for Dallas and San Antonio, Texas, as well as Los Angeles and New York, plus El Paso, Texas, and the greater Kansas City area. 4 cities, 1 mega on sale coming soon. Get all the information now at TNAWrestling.com. And at number 1, could 2024 be turned upside down? Tonight live on TNA Plus at Final Resolution is AJ Francis challenges Nick Nemeth for the TNA World Championship. Will the wanted man close out one of the biggest years in TNA history still as world champion? Or will AJ Francis shock the world and usher TNA into a historic 2025 as world champion? Still to come, the Good Hands face Alan Angels and Jake Crist in tag team action. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, starring the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with me, Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Around the Ring. As always, I'm your host, Gia Miller, and today we have a super special guest, Masha Slamovich. Masha, as I like to call her, Marsha.
I'm here.
She's here. She's sitting down with us today.
That's what the internet calls me. They call me Marsha.
I know. I love it. I love it. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. I can't. Once I heard it, I couldn't let it go. Okay, Masha, this is your first time on Around the Ring. We don't talk about wrestling here, which I know, like, that's Masha Slamovich's brain. Is wrestling all the time, except for when we got Masha's Matcha.
That's right. Got to plug the Instagram, Masha's Matcha.
You were quite passionate about matcha. And
I am.
Okay, so don't hate me. I've never had it. I've never tried it
Jail.
before. I need you, I'm a coffee girl. I need you to convince me right here, right now, why I need to switch to matcha.
Oh, you don't need to switch.
Oh.
You just start consuming double the caffeine and have both.
Okay.
That's how that works.
I'm in. I'm in. Okay, so if Brian was not familiar with matcha, so can you give a short explanation of what matcha is to our viewers at home?
Matcha is essentially green tea, but in like a fine powder. And you can have it hot, you can have it cold, you can have it in like a million different ways. People started putting matcha into like croissants and cookies and brownies. Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, you just put it in everywhere. But like you said, we don't need to abandon the coffee. As a matter of fact, I simply started putting espresso shots into my matcha to raise the matcha's caffeine even higher and, you know, most likely bring upon a heart attack. Because that's where we're headed quickly. But I'm extremely passionate about my matcha. I mean, let's see, where Masha's Matcha's pulled up here.
Yes, we have to plug the Instagram. You have an
Like,
Instagram dedicated.
Look how much matcha. There's so so much. I love it. I mean, we've got a birthday cake matcha. We've got a mango passion fruit matcha. We've got a rose matcha with cardamom, strawberry matcha, and like these are all around the world. When I went to Estonia a month ago, I found the first matcha. It's called Michi Matcha, and it's located in Tallinn. It's the only matcha place in the country. I literally waited for 30 minutes at the door until they showed up, and I was like, I need your matcha. It was delightful. And I like to go around the world and post my matchas so that if anyone needs a recommendation, it says what it is and where it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, okay, so that was gonna be my next question is like, what's the best one you had? Has that one in Estonia, has it been the best? Or like, are you adventurous? Or are you like, I mean, obviously you want a good matcha at its core before you get the adventurous stuff on top. But are you adventurous with flavors? I'm
extremely adventurous. Like, I feel like I've menus have a cap of like how weird they're gonna get. So they'll be like, here's a vanilla matcha or lavender matcha. And I'm always like, just tell me what syrups and fruits and weird stuff that you have that I can just like create my own matcha.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went to a matcha spot in Portland and I had a dragon fruit matcha. It was delightful because they added like real like muddled dragon fruit just like into that matcha. It was extremely good. But you said there's always got to be like that one clean matcha that's the best. I found it. It's called La Ventana, and it's located in Detroit. It is the cleanest, most delicious matcha I've had. I specifically seek out that place every time I go to Detroit. It's great for like basic matcha, and then you can just like, I mean, you can customize any matcha, right? You just carry your own syrup at this point.
Carry your own syrup. I know, especially when like, because I'm pretty adventurous with like my coffee flavors and stuff. So I feel like matcha just like opens up a whole new world for me.
Oh yeah, because then you can you can have like a caramel matcha. You can start mixing like the world. You know, the world has limitless possibilities regarding your matcha, and you know.
How did this kick start? Did you just like you had matcha for the first time and you were just like, this is my thing now, or was it? How did it come about?
I mean, I definitely love matcha, and I love caffeine in any kind, but I actually saw Cesaro's Instagram where he had a coffee page, and I was like, wait a minute. Like, I love coffee, but clearly it's like someone's already doing this.
Yeah.
But I was like, Masha's matcha. I was like, we have to run with this. I happen to love matcha as well, so I was like, great. Now I'm just gonna make this my thing, and instead of seeking out coffee or matcha, I'm just gonna seek out both everywhere I go.
Perfect branding, easy. It's right there.
And one day I'm gonna have my own matcha brand. That's the end goal of all this, is to partner with a small business and have a Masha's Matcha be a physical matcha brand. So that is the end goal.
We're manifesting all of that for you right now. I can't wait. And you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. My first matcha is gonna be Masha's Matcha. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. So, thank you so much. Give Masha's Matcha, the Instagram, a little follow. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. Thank you for sharing your love of matcha with us. And I think you may have converted me. So you did your job.
This is my job. I must convert everyone.
I love it. I love it. Well, Masha, thank you so much again. Guys, thanks for tuning in to Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem, we'll get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It, next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
Smooth. That Tennessee whiskey upside the face.
Navarro made a tag. Here's the cover. Oh, and a kick out by Nemeth.
Okay, maybe if Hendry did some more talking to the press, he'd make a little bit more of that, and he'd make a little more progress.
Navarro trying to control the wanted man. As I mentioned, Joe Hendry is going to compete tomorrow night at Final Resolution live on TNA Plus in Atlanta in a four-way matchup against Josh Alexander, Mike Santana, and Steve Macklin. No countouts, no disqualifications, mind you, in a four-way matchup. The winner gets a TNA World title shot at Genesis, Sunday, January 19th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in Dallas. Covered. Nemeth able to kick out.
The question of who will be that champion at Genesis in Dallas will be determined. It could be this man. He could be making a down payment on immortality tomorrow night at Final Resolution.
A boot right to the chest. Cover by Francis. And Nemeth gets the shoulder up in time. AJ Francis, who is public enemy #1 in TNA.
The man saw an opening and took it. And obviously, somebody thought it was a good idea because the match got made. And we could see some history tomorrow night.
Think about all the factors at play. Casey Navarro potentially in the corner of AJ Francis. Oh, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Trophy winner Frankie Kazarian's going to battle Jonathan Gresham tomorrow night at Final Resolution. That element is at play. Joe Hendry and Nick Nemeth. The last few months have been checkered for them, to say the least.
All of that could come to a head, could change tomorrow night at Final Resolution. As Francis now punishing Nemeth here in the corner.
Oh, now the big 300-pounder rushed at the world champion.
Look at this. Nemeth trying to get a tag here, maybe.
Oh, no. Nemeth was going for the DDT, and he got it. Looked like Francis was going to withstand Nemeth, but the wanted man bought himself some time. He's got an opening.
And Francis maybe on the back foot, too, looking for some relief.
Hendry trying to get the people going. Slamovich awaits as well. And a tag made. In comes Hendry to meet Navarro.
Navarro getting flipped left, right, and center here, courtesy of Hendry.
Follow-away slam. And now Francis slides in. Arguably the rivalry of TNA in 2024 right here. All off of the ropes. Hendry's got Francis.
Look at this.
Oh my God!
Not a person on earth can say that is not impressive. Out.
Thinking about the standing ovation. Oh, and now Francis just cracked Hendry.
Francis, who after tomorrow night could hold that TNA World title that Hendry wants so badly.
Francis over the top rope. And now Nemeth out to the apron. He's not done with Francis, his Final Resolution opponent.
Back into the ring. Navarro takes advantage.
Navarro takes a cheap shot at Slamovich.
Look at this, Hendry loaded Navarro.
Little attitude adjustment there by Hendry.
And now,
tag.
Looking to be on the same page here tonight in this main event.
Famous, sir. Cover by the wanted man. Oh, and still saving the match.
Slamovich has an answer for Tasha Steelz here.
Slamovich taking it to her challenger. Come Final Resolution tomorrow night in Atlanta.
Nemeth now lining up Navarro.
Is it time? Oh!
But look out!
Danger zone! Cover!
Champion Masha Slamovich and the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth.
A statement made 24 hours before Final Resolution. Oh, wait. Francis isn't done. Oh!
Now Francis has a statement to make ahead of his world title matchup.
Oh, now Steele's getting involved. Steele's going after Nemeth. Now Slamovich grabbing a hold of Steele's. Oh my God! And the TFL!
Splitting Nick Nemeth nearly in half, and now got his hands on the Knockouts World Champion.
Oh my God, wait a minute, not this. Not this, Francis has a hold of Slamovich.
Oh, what the
Slamovich
hell?
is biting Francis.
That nasty Masha Slamovich.
On a cutter by Steels.
Tasha Steels clears the path.
On Nemeth. Nemeth isn't done with Francis. Oh my God, Francis caught Nemeth in a down payment.
And looks like he's not done. Could this be a sign of things to come? And final resolution!
On Francis. Francis isn't done.
How much is even going to be left of Nemeth tomorrow night?
Another colossal choke slam.
Could we be looking at a first-class future for TNA?
Will hell freeze over at final resolution?
Up next, our main event features the Good Hands against Alan Angels and Jake Crist. Tag team action is coming your way next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
The following is the tag team match. Introducing first, the team of Jake Crist and the White Man, Alan Angels.
We're set for action here on Xplosion. It wasn't too long ago on TNA Impact we saw the team of Angels and Crist going up against the Rascals. That was a heck of a match.
It was, and this is a new team here to TNA, but they aren't hanging on by a wing and a prayer. I'll remind you that Alan Angels is a former Ultimate X winner, and Jake Crist is a former X Division champion and tag team champion in his own right.
Tremendous pedigree for both of these men. How they fare against the Good Hands, however.
Their opponent.
All right, pipe down, all you Fayetteville losers.
I hate these guys.
What is this, some sort of joke? This is ridiculous. Jake Crist, you like you just rolled out of bed, and Alan Angels, you walk around with that stupid mustache on your face like you're a hillbilly from North Carolina or something. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous, and we're so confident that we can beat the two of you that for some reason, if we lose tonight, we promise this is the last time you'll see the Good Hands ever team in a TNA ring again.
What?
Wow.
Because we'll split up forever. You don't need to worry about anything. Nobody needs to worry about anything, because after we're victorious, this referee is gonna raise these Good Hands.
So clearly, Skylar and Hotch didn't talk about this ahead of time. This is Skylar talking out of school, it looks like.
Yeah, that's quite a stipulation to add to this match. I mean,
Hotch doesn't look happy about it.
yeah, talk about a match made in hell.
So this is going to be the good hands up against Angels and Crist. It's ironic because we just had Spitfire on Xplosion last week in tag team action. You and I were talking about it. Victory Road. They put themselves in a do-or-die situation. Oh my God! And the good hands nearly disbanded right there.
Well, maybe the good hands are trying to take a page out of Spitfire's book.
I don't think the good hands are, though. I think John Skyler is talking a big game. Apparently didn't have a conversation with Jason Hodge about this. Oh, that is disgusting. That is gross.
Well,
that is absolutely disgusting.
I was going to say that was a heavenly drop kick, but
Tag.
I might lose my lunch.
In comes Jake Crist, as you mentioned. Decorated competitor here in TNA. There's the cover. Shoulders down and a kick out by Skyler. How does Jason Hodge feel about all this? It's not even legal. He can't do anything about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, clearly this game is a shock to Jason Hodge. But now maybe it'll be his opportunity to set a couple things right for himself.
Now Crist, who was running with Ohio versus everything OVE, Sammy Callahan's gang for quite some time. Did a lot of damage here in TNA.
Yes, they did. And he's a great tag team competitor, so it makes sense that Alan Angels and Jake Crist are showing some great teamwork so far.
Off the moonsault. And now falls into the cover. Shoulders down, far too arrogant there, and a kick out.
Yeah, almost fallen from grace.
Skyler a little concerned there, yelling at Hodge to kick out, kick out. The tag made. Not sure if Angels is aware of the tag. Hodge sliding underneath. Oh, and here's Skyler to chop him down.
Holy cow. John Skyler just...
Tag. Listen, John Skyler consistently, you and I have talked about this, John Skyler's consistently talked about the good hands in the singular as opposed to being two individuals. Oh my God, and they ticked off Jake Crist. That got the attention of the referee.
Oh, sweet Mary Mother of Goodness.
And they were clipping the Angel there.
Oh, God bless sweet little Alan Angels.
And the referee never saw it. Jake Crist was understandably ticked off. The good hands are in control, but John Skyler continues to talk about how it's like, we are going to become champion. When referring to the good hands and the individual pursuits of himself and Hodge, has been a little bit disjointed. And then he comes out here and he says, oh, hey, we're going to disband as a team if we don't beat you tonight.
Yeah, it's almost like those we couples, where one person makes all the decisions.
Right.
And then it's news to the other.
It seems to be only coming from Skyler. Now reaching out for the corner. Angels trying to make a tag. Crist a fingertip away.
So close, but so far. Ooh.
Oh! Big DDT there by Angels.
Impressive maneuver from Alan Angels, and Jason Hodge is just reeling.
Angels went for the Halo strike. It was ducked by Hodge. The DDT connected. Angels desperately needed that one.
Oh, but now he needs that tag to partner Jake Crist.
Now Crist to meet Skyler. Shades of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Hey, some of these folks need to beat their Bibles that way.
Quick cutter. Now Crist looked like he was trying to set up there. Hodge protected Skyler up on the shoulders. Crist is in trouble.
Oh no. Oh no.
Dumping Crist with authority. And there's Angels trying to swoop in. Oh, the half and half suplex.
Heavens to Betsy.
And now Skyler got Angels up on his shoulders. Oh, got him with the Halo strike. Could this be the end of the good hands? Crest cutter.
Here it is, here it is.
Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Skyler.
Oh, my word.
Hodge was trying to get in there in time to protect Skyler. Skyler did manage to kick out, however.
I mean, that kick out was almost like a Hail Mary. It was just the instinct. I don't even know if John Skyler was all there for that.
That was incredible. Skyler able to kick out after an excellent series there by Angels and Crist.
Oh.
Oh, no! Wait a minute. Setting up for a double team there. Skylar took down Angels.
Jason Hodge going for the eyes.
The referee trying to get the attention of Hodge. And instead, the good hands hit the favor. And the good hands will continue as a team in TNA.
Here are your winners, the Good Hands. Well, some people may have been hopeful, but lo and behold.
You could see Skylar saying, I told you, and Jason Hodge said that was a little bit too close. I don't know how things are going to be for the good hands after this one.